And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's got it to about the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pickett.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Tackle there by Lewis Cine.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
On first down, it's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darius Slayton, 64 yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Jones on the return. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 7, Fields.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Moore, the man in motion.
On play action, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens,
53 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Fields.
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown Bears!
Robert Tonyan.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Velus Jones now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming out to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. And
Pickett lost it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Zeke going to get it on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On second down, Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down.
Pickett.
It's complete to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 45 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
And this one across the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Fields.
Flushed out right.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Quincy Roche drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got this to Pickens. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about
Johnson on poke 3, football's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be